Hi, and welcome to Cenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to explore something really fascinating: the actual science behind how specific vitamins can impact our mental well-being.
You know that feeling when you feel like you're just stuck? Maybe it's a cycle of anxiety or a low mood that just doesn't seem to lift. It's a feeling a lot of us know.
And if that's you, well, you're definitely not alone. Millions of people are starting to look into the science-backed role that nutrition can play in mental health. And it's pretty powerful stuff.
It really feels like we're all trying to solve a modern mental health puzzle, right? Trying to find all the different pieces that fit together to make us feel whole. And, a big piece of that puzzle for so many is the frustration that can come with traditional treatments. Maybe it's side effects or just feeling like you've hit a wall. It makes total sense that people would start looking for other approaches to complement their care. And that search is leading more and more people to a really powerful idea: the brain-food connection. And just to be clear, this isn't just a trend. It's a serious emerging field of science.
It's actually called nutritional neuroscience. It's the scientific field that's dedicated to exploring exactly how the things we eat, the nutrients, affect our mood, our thinking, and just our overall brain function. So, which nutrients are the real heavy hitters here? Let's meet the key players that research keeps pointing to over and over again. First on our list is vitamin B6. It's really getting recognized as a kind of calming agent for our nervous system. But how does it actually do that? Well, it all comes down to a neurotransmitter called GABA. The best way to think of GABA is as the brake pedal for your brain. It just helps slow things down and quiet the noise. And here's the crucial part: your body literally needs vitamin B6 to produce GABA. The research really supports this. Studies are showing that high-dose supplementation can actually help reduce anxiety symptoms. Now, the effects are modest. It's not a magic cure, but it's a pretty low-risk option that might even make other things, like therapy, more effective. So, moving beyond just B6, let's talk about the whole family, the vitamin B complex, often called the brain boosters. The B complex, and we're talking especially about B12 and folic acid here, has been shown in studies to significantly decrease depression scores. They seem to be especially effective when used alongside standard treatments. And the connection is pretty clear. B12 deficiencies are very commonly linked to depression. Next up, one you've definitely heard of: vitamin D, the famous sunshine vitamin. Its link to mood is becoming more and more understood.
And wow, this chart really tells the story. For people in studies who were deficient in vitamin D, just look at that drop in depression symptoms after they started supplementing. Seeing it visually like this is, well, it's pretty compelling.
And that visual is backed up by a ton of research. We see this common link between vitamin D deficiency and depression, and that supplementation has a moderate but really positive effect. The takeaway is simple: addressing a deficiency can make a huge difference. Last but definitely not least in our lineup is magnesium. You can think of this mineral as a key supporter for one of our most important feel-good neurotransmitters, serotonin. Magnesium's role is pretty broad. It helps regulate serotonin, for sure, but it also helps with managing things like anxiety and insomnia. And we all know how critical sleep is for mental health, so magnesium can be a really important ally there. Okay, so we've covered a lot of science. What's the next step? How do you take all this information and move forward in a way that's safe and actually helpful? Let's talk about your path to clarity. Here's a really simple, responsible action plan. Step 1, you're doing it right now. Just understanding the science. That's huge. Step 2 is about assessing your own personal needs. But the third step is by far the most critical. Talk to a healthcare professional. They can help you figure out what you actually need, maybe with some blood tests, and build a plan that's right for you. And this quote from the research really just says it all. Vitamins aren't a magic bullet. They aren't a replacement for other treatments. They can be a valuable component of a bigger, more comprehensive mental health plan. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, what's the first question you'll ask your doctor to get this conversation started? Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Cenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit cenario.com. See you in the next one.